Hey everybody, it's Addie Broyles, the food writer for the Austin American-Statesman and Austin360.com. It's Wednesday, so I've got a live stream. It's been a busy, unpredictable, unprecedented week here in the newsroom. We were just talking about when the last time was that the newsroom was so fully activated for such a long period of time, and we think that Hurricane Harvey is pretty much it. At least probably since September 11th. So we've got crews activated all over the state. We started off in Victoria and Corpus Christi, now they're in Houston, now we've got people headed over even further east. All those storms have really devastated a lot of people, but unsurprisingly, the food community has really turned out, and it's been amazing to watch over the past few days, just all of these companies mobilize. Big companies, small companies, mom and pop shops, and even the biggest, well, HEB. I just blogged today about how HEB has donated already more than $1 million worth of disaster relief, and that's already that's just been in the past few days, and that's been in the form of mobile kitchens. You know, they have a mobile kitchen that can serve 2,500 meals in an hour. They've had truckloads, like 39 trucks of water, 12 trucks of ice. They have operations. They have a preparedness center that is just been staffed 24 hours a day. For the past few days, and so it was fun. I actually rounded up a whole bunch of tweets and different memes that people have been posting that basically Texans love HEB, and this disaster relief that they're doing is really showing why, and I think that's pretty interesting. So some other local heroes that I wanted to give a shout out to. Well, Via 313 this week, or just yesterday, donated all of their sales from all 4 locations, and that Matthew Odom, our restaurant writer, was over there, and he said that it was so packed he couldn't even get a slice of pizza. So way to go, Via 313. Cane Rosso, which is a Dallas-based pizzeria, they actually raised something like $30,000 this week already. They're doing a raffle where they're going to give away a year of pizza, and so you know, they're in Dallas, but they've got an Austin location. That is some big $30,000 for a restaurant to raise is a lot of money. Tito's Vodka has been using their trucks to deliver supplies over to the Houston area. Royal Fig Catering Company is one of the biggest local catering operations. They actually activated and collected not just supplies, but they went and prepared food for some of the people. I think they were down in Victoria, but then they got sent down a little bit further, and I think they're hoping to plan another trip to Houston this week. So Springdale Farm today, they have their farm stand. I think the farm stand is maybe over at 1. But they are donating, I mean, this is a farm that usually gets hit by these disasters, and they're donating all of their proceeds from the farm stand today. That's over on Springdale Road. You know, the good news is actually these local farmers are doing much better than you would have thought. Another post that I have up on my blog, you can find that at food.blog.austin360.com, is a post that talks about what happened at Johnson's Backyard Garden, Boggy Creek, Urban Roots, just a couple of the local farms. Actually, they did not get nearly as much damage as you might have thought. The rain was slow and steady enough that the fields were able to absorb it. I mean, the fields are really wet. Johnson's Backyard Garden, actually, their biggest loss was over the 2 days of the no farmers markets, because all the farmers markets were closed in Austin last weekend, and in Houston as well. So they lost $25,000 in farmers market sales, and they're going to be about 3 weeks behind on their fall planting. So that can be really harmful. Well, it's hard for farmers because their margins are thin. Out at Green Gate Farms, Skip Connett said that he too will be behind in planting their fall crop, so that, you know, they really depend on those CSA sales. So if you guys are local food supporters and you haven't maybe had a CSA subscription in a while, now would be the time to do it, because community supported agriculture boxes, that's where you get a big box of produce every week. That's sort of a way to invest in a farm, just for instances like this where you know, they might need a little bit more cash right now so that they can get those crops in the ground. One cool organization I found yesterday when I was doing some research about the local farmers was, it's actually called Farm11, and it is based in Cedar Creek, and farm11.org. If you just Google it, it's farm-1-1.org. It's a really cool operation that connects farmers to help lend equipment and labor. So if you have a downed fence, or if you need to, you know, your road washed out or something, you don't have the supplies necessary, or the literal equipment and tractors to do that, you can reach out to this website and they coordinate a network of farmers. So way to go, Farm 1 founders. I think that's a really neat organization. You hear a lot about emergency relief funds. You know, the Central Texas, or the Texas Farmers Markets, the ones up in Lakeline and Mueller, they actually run an emergency relief fund for both weather and medical emergencies. But this is an organization where they're actually, you know, getting the supplies together, getting the tools together, organizing the labor. So that's another organization that should be on your radar. Okay, so I think that's all the hurricane updates I have for you. I was going to note that Whole Foods and Amazon are actually also raising money for, I think it's the Red Cross. And I think they've pledged $1 million, or they're going to match $1 million worth of donations from those little tear sheets at the register. So you're going to see tear sheets at registers at H-E-B, Whole Foods, probably Randall's and some of the other grocery stores. But yeah, Whole Foods and Amazon have offered a $1 million matching donation, so way to go. That lets me transition into the news part of Whole Foods and Amazon this week. Holy cow, the sale went through. It happened on Monday, and Amazon is now owned by Whole Foods. So on Friday, Whole Foods announced that they were actually going to be dropping prices on Monday as the sale was happening. So I went on Friday and I price checked about 45 different products out at the downtown Whole Foods, and then I went again on Monday during all this crazy hurricane stuff to see how those prices had dropped. And of the 45 prices, only 11 had actually fallen. Although, you know, when I was looking around, I was noticing that maybe, like, I price checked the marinara sauce, like the cheapest $3.65 marinara sauce. That price stayed the same, but the organic one actually dropped by like 30 cents. So in every category across the store, you're going to see lower prices. That is, without a doubt, true. And I think that is obviously a really smart play for Amazon. They're also selling Amazon Echoes and Echo Dots in the store, and you start to see some more Amazon signage around. So these are just the first of many changes we're going to see in Whole Foods over the next few months as the Amazon acquisition fully comes into effect. So I'll try to keep you abreast of all those updates. Okay, so we did put out a food section that doesn't have anything to do with hurricanes, so, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about light and airy stuff, but I'm just gonna let you know real quick that pork chops are back. At least they're back in my house. I haven't really bought or cooked pork chops in a very long time, but in the past year I've been cooking quite a few and been really enjoying it. So I actually ran a homemade shake and bake recipe. I'm getting ready to put it up on the blog. So you can actually make your own breadcrumbs and stuff and put it in a bag and do the shake and bake. Who remembers doing that? I certainly do. In fact, I didn't know that there was any other way to make pork chops other than shake and bake. But now you see like roasted pork chops like that, and you've got balsamic vinegar glazes. You can just do all kinds of things with pork chops. So I have rediscovered those. I do have a few things to taste test, but I want to show you the cover of Lisa Fane's new queso cookbook. I know it's backwards, guys. I'm so sorry. I just got this in the mail, but I am excited to check this out. Lisa Fane is the homesick Texan, and she has a whole book on queso. I mean, I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it without the glare. All these different quesos. I mean, she's got, well, diner style queso, she's got white quesos, and she's got spicy chipotle beef fajita queso. Oh my gosh, just send me home now. All right, just a couple of quick little products here we're gonna try real quick before I move into the taste test. I wanted to say thank you to Lexus of Austin, which sponsors these live streams. Thank you. They're also a sponsor of our podcast. I love you so much. Running out of battery, folks. I'm going to do this quick. They also sponsor I Love You So Much, which is our podcast that comes out on Fridays. So check out that podcast. Okay, couple quick products. Cheesinos. This was a product that I tried during that HEB Quest for Texas Best contest a couple of weeks ago. This is a Houston-based company, so I hope everything is okay with their family. But they are these little cheese balls. These are these famous, they're paio de queijo, that Brazilian treat. And they're little frozen balls, and then you cook them in the oven, and they make these little puffs. These are so light and airy, and they're so filling. There aren't very many in the bag, but they're so salty, and with the cheese, I think they're actually pretty fatty now that I think about it. 2 pieces have 10 grams, so this little ball has 5 grams of fat. But they're really satisfying. They did a cool thing where they cut it in half and put like a little bit of pulled pork in it to make little teeny tiny sliders. That would be the best appetizer to serve at a party this fall. Cheesinos, look for these guys in the freezer section of your grocery store. Houston-based food company. I'm sure they would appreciate your support right now. And some dang good cheese balls. In fact, I might be having that for lunch. Okay, I tried so hard not to dig into these. I tried so hard. I bought these like 2 weeks ago. I kept them unopened in my pantry for a long time, and then, you know, I went on a road trip to Missouri and got hungry and ate some snacks. So, crispy taco, everything bagel, and then the fried green tomato chips are the new Lay's. You know, they've been doing this flavor contest for a while now, and anyway, my mom and I and my dad, I was up in Missouri, and we just nommed on these chips the whole time, and they were delicious. This tastes like every piece of a crispy taco with the lettuce, the cheese, the onions, the corn tortilla. My boyfriend pointed out that it also tastes like a bowl of chili. Very good insight, Eddie. Good job. I particularly like the everything bagel chip just because I like everything flavors. Oh man, I think this one might be my favorite. And with that, I'm going to leave you with a tease. Our recipe of the week on Sunday is going to be an everything biscuit. So if you want to know how to make an everything biscuit, check out the Austin American-Statesman. I'll put it on my blog as well, and you can make up some everything biscuits to serve to your friends and family at your Sunday potluck. So I hope you guys have a, great rest of your week. Be nice to each other. It's hard life out there. Volunteer if you can, donate if you can, you know, keep checking in with the news because the updates are coming fast and furious, and I know there will be more needs, and I know the good people of Austin are going to step up for it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.